You're sitting quietly in your home late at night. The house is calm. The air is still, and everything feels normal. Your dog is lying on the floor nearby, resting peacefully. Suddenly, their ears lift. Their head turns toward the door, their body stiffens slightly, and they stare into the darkness of the hallway. You look around confused. You didn't hear anything. Nothing seems different, but your dog stands up slowly, alert now, their nose twitching as they sniff the air. Then they give a low, warning growl. At first, you might think it's nothing. Maybe they heard a random sound outside. Maybe it's just another one of those strange dog behaviors that don't really mean anything. But science tells a different story. Dogs experience the world through senses that are far more powerful than ours. What seems like silence to us can be filled with signals that dogs detect instantly. A dog's hearing is one of the most sensitive in the animal kingdom. While humans can hear frequencies up to about 20,000 hertz, dogs can hear sounds reaching nearly 65,000 hertz. This means your dog can detect footsteps, distant movements, and tiny vibrations long before you ever notice them. That faint rustle outside your window? To your dog, it might sound like someone walking across gravel. But hearing is only part of the story. A dog's nose is even more extraordinary. Dogs have around 300 million scent receptors in their nose. Humans have only about 6 million. That means your dog can detect changes in the environment that are completely invisible to us. They can detect unfamiliar scents drifting through the air long before the person who carries them even reaches your door. Imagine someone approaching your home late at night. Long before footsteps reach the porch, tiny scent particles travel through the air. Your dog detects them instantly. To them, it's like reading a message written in the air. And there's something even more fascinating. Dogs are incredibly skilled at reading human emotions and body language. When you feel nervous or afraid, your body releases tiny chemical signals through sweat and breath. These signals change your scent, and dogs can detect those changes almost immediately. So if something nearby is making you uneasy, even if you haven't consciously realized it yet, your dog might already sense it. Researchers studying canine behavior have observed that dogs often react to potential threats before their owners become aware of them. They may stand between you and the source of danger. They may bark suddenly, or they might simply become intensely alert, watching and listening with complete focus. In many cases, these reactions aren't random.
They are protective. Dogs evolved alongside humans for tens of thousands of years. During that time, their survival depended on paying close attention to the people around them. Early dogs that stayed alert and warned their human companions about threats were more likely to survive, and so were the humans who trusted them. Over thousands of generations, this created a deep partnership between humans and dogs. Your dog doesn't just see you as someone who feeds them. In their mind, you are part of their social group, their family, and protecting that group is something their instincts take very seriously. That's why some dogs place themselves between their owner and a stranger. It's why they bark at unusual sounds in the middle of the night. And it's why they sometimes stare towards something you can't yet see or hear. They're scanning the environment, processing signals, and deciding whether something might threaten the safety of their group. But here's something important to understand. Most of the time, when your dog becomes alert or gives a warning bark, it doesn't mean there is immediate danger. Dogs are simply responding to information that we cannot perceive. A distant sound, a strange scent, an unfamiliar movement outside. To them, these signals are worth investigating, and sometimes those instincts are remarkably accurate. There are countless stories of dogs warning their owners before house fires, intruders, or even natural disasters like earthquakes. In many of these situations, the dog reacted minutes or even hours before humans realized something was wrong. Scientists believe this may be because dogs can detect extremely subtle environmental changes. Small shifts in vibration, scent, or sound that humans simply cannot notice. To your dog, the world is full of signals. And when they react suddenly, when their ears lift, their body stiffens, or they place themselves between you and something unseen, they might not just be acting strange. They might be doing exactly what thousands of years of evolution prepared them to do: protect the ones they love. So the next time your dog suddenly becomes alert and watches the darkness beyond the door, remember something. Your dog experiences a world that humans can barely perceive. They hear things before you hear them. They smell things before you smell them. And sometimes they notice danger before you ever realize it's there.